closed, because on Sundays a lot of these places are closed. Or they'll open up later on in the day. They might open, instead of being open all day, they might open from like 3 to midnight. But that's kind of the thing that I've gradually gotten used to, is a lot of these places don't have a real set schedule when they're open. Some do, and they post it, some don't. Especially a lot of the mom and pop places, because it's just like whenever if they don't feel like coming in for the day, they don't come in for the day. Okay, GS25, that is GS25, and the CUs are Korean 7-Elevens. Another cafe. And when it says like coffee and bread, it's not just like plain bread. It'd be donuts and pastries and things like that. So there's another one. It's got its menu posted outside so you can see what they serve. Oh, stray cat. So 600 bus airport limo stop. The 600, that specific bus, basically just travels around to the hotels in the area and drops people off, and comes from airport to hotels and then back to airport, and it doesn't have a lot of public stops. Whereas you can take a regular bus to the airport, but it's also going to be making local stops along the way, and it might not have a straight line shot from point A to point B. So the airport limo is basically just an airport bus. There's another GS25. There's that bridge that I crossed to go do that little walk around that island from one of my other videos. There's the airport limo right there. You notice that a lot of this stuff, main things, have been translated into English as well. Some have, so if you look here, we've got Doneko in Korean, Chinese, Japanese, and English. Jongbang Pokpo, which is Jongbang Falls, in Chinese, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, and English. You got your road signs in English and Korean. palm trees. Oh, I think you might be able to see it from here. If you look up there, you'll see a little housing and some buildings as I clear the palm trees here. I thought that was a hotel. I ended up taking a bike ride up there one day, and that is the Korean-Japanese Relations Training Facility. What that means, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it's for like ambassadors or tourists, or for like tourism guides or anything like that, but that's what the sign outside of it said. As I rolled up on my bike, I was like, oh, it's not a hotel. Now this Jeju also has a tourism university. So they have a university that specializes in teaching you about tourism, business of tourism, guides. And that's located kind of in central Jeju. The university's in between Jeju City and Seogwipo City, just after you clear the top of Mount Hala. You start going downhill towards Jeju, you'll find the tourism university there. Another dive place, scuba diving. There's a lot of pork barbecue restaurants around here because Jeju is famous for its hokgweji, which is black pig, which is a little fattier, a little less gamey, and is only found down here. And it tastes different. It like legitimately tastes different than pork that I've had before. Another restaurant. There's fish that you can choose from. So that, wait a minute, I only know about three. So Badaga is the ocean, Jal is good, and I know the last part, Hangu Hwaejib, that's raw fish house, or raw meat house. Basically raw. So it might specialize in sushi, or they'll also do place salads where they'll just basically slice up some cabbage really thin, into like julienne. I think it's called julienne, when you like julienne fries, when you slice them very, very thin, long string fries, string potatoes. But you do that with the cabbage. Toss that in, put in really thin slices of raw fish, sushi, and then add in some chili pepper paste, mix it all together, maybe a little sesame oil and some sesame seeds, and then that's your salad. I've had it, it's good if you like raw fish. So I am taking us kind of in that general direction. So I want to show you guys this nice little park, tiny little park, but it's because it's part of something bigger, and I just don't go to the bigger part of it. Little park that's got some interesting stuff to it, and you can see how far out the tide has gone. All of those boats are beached. I can cross here. Okay, so you can see how far out it's gone. All these boats are all beached. Hotels.
우리 네. 호순아, 우리 천지에 뽀뽀 간다 그래. 우리
One of the public buses. Fun fact about